So I want to go back for a second and get back to a little bit of your journey. We kind of jumped right into Nashville, and there's a couple of years in between there for sure. So we talked a bit about your grandparents, traveling gospel band. The other thing is kind of, so through high school now, were you a sports guy? Were you more of a cowboy? Were you cowboy? And what were you kind of doing through school?
Man, I grew up on this little farm, and it wasn't anything crazy. It was chickens and goats and, horses and donkeys, and hell, we had emus,
Oh yeah.
And so, it was small town living, we was broke and didn't know it.
Yep.
It was, I didn't even know that we was broke until the first time I went to my buddy's house and he had a TV in his bedroom.
Yeah. And my buddy Michael Ray sings a song, I Didn't Know I Was Country. You know what I mean? And it's much like that. You're just like, no, man, this is just the way we grew up. This is our patch of ground. And until you see the shit other people got, you're like, God damn, all right, damn.
Yeah. I went to my buddy Aaron's house and he had a TV in the living room and then he had one in his bedroom. And I was like, yep, we're broke.
Rumors are confirmed.
Yep. But I loved baseball and basketball, and I got to go over and play basketball in Australia and Hawaii and stuff like that, and did an international cup and
damn
all that stuff. And I thought I was real good till I got over and played them Aussies. Then some big boys over there.
What position? What position you play?
I was a shooting guard.
I was gonna say shooting guard. All right.
Yeah, I was a shooting guard, and when I was in 8th grade, I hit this growth spurt, and I hit 6 foot when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And so my grandfather's brother Howard, and he passed away not long after I was born. And both of my grandfathers are not tall guys; they're about 6'1", but my Uncle Howard was 6'9". I call him Uncle Howard because my grandfather's raised him.
Yeah.
And when I hit 6 foot in 8th grade, I was like, now we're talking, buddy. And I never grew another damn inch all the way through high school.
You're like, man, I've been on them other 9, at least 5 of them 9 inches Uncle Howard's got, between here and there.
Yeah. And so, we was a Class B high school. We ended up going to the state tournament when I was a junior. Went up and played up there, and and we called it the Big House in Oklahoma City. It's in the fairgrounds, and that's where they hold the. But we were a small school. There was 16 in my graduating class.
Wow.
It was small, and you played all sports, because if you didn't play all sports, your coach was like, buddy, if you don't play this year, we ain't gonna have a basketball team. It was that kind of thing. So.
That's funny. So that's awesome. I love that's small town living though. That's so cool.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit more about how you ended up getting to Australia. That's neat.
So, me and my other buddy, that graduated a year ahead of me, his name was Bruce Fish, and he was a great basketball player, and very quiet guy. He was a Native American dude like me, and just growing up where we grew up, everybody's got an Indian name, or somebody's Indian in some way, shape, or form. It's a Trail of Tears. It's just, and so he wanted to go because we both got a letter, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I don't know who sent me this letter, but they got the wrong guy, and so he ended up not being able to go, and so I ended up flying over, and we played some games in Sydney, Australia. And what it was they looked at people's stats across the board, and to be selected, we went and played Tournament of Champions and stuff like that. And when you're done with the season after the state tournaments and stuff like that, we played in those tournaments and stuff. But you never think anybody's paying attention to a small school, and it's nobody gets scholarships from Butner High School, to play basketball or baseball or anything like that, But I ended up getting to go over there, and we got to stand across the bay. We couldn't go to the Sydney Opera House because they had just had a terrorist attack in Jordan or something like that.
Damn.
Since it's one of the 8th wonders of the world.
Yeah.
Now, that they was like, well, they won't let anybody in. And I was like, man, we came all the way over here across the pond, and I can't even go to the Opera House.
No kidding.
but played over there. It was a lot of fun. I still have friends because none of us that was on the team, none of us knew each other. We had seen them play because, just being in the basketball world, there. But I mean, I made a lot of great friends from that trip, still to this day.
Guys, thanks so much for watching the clips. If you would like, please subscribe. Also, if you'd like more clips like this, click here. Or if you'd like to enjoy this whole episode, click here.